Hey everyone, welcome back. It is Friday, and we're going to do a Flashback Friday episode and open two more packs from 1993 Traks. I know a few of you have told me you like the vintage and older racing cards, so we'll keep that in mind and try to do maybe at least one, maybe 2 days a week, depending on what we have. I've got plenty available over on the shelf, just haven't taken the time to really get it out and go through it and what have you. But we opened a couple of these last week. Of course, there are no true insert cards in these. There's parallels, and then there's the short prints, which I believe is the last 10 or 20 cards of the set. 12 collectible cards in each pack. Look for special instant win cards. See back for details. Of course, they have this printing like 2017 Panini Donruss would eventually use that you just cannot read real well. There you go. You can kind of see it. Official rules, blah, blah, blah. We're not going to spend much time on that because there's not really much to see there. I'm going to set these down so I can throw this wrapper away and stay on top of our cleanliness. I'm going to start off with French's Mustard Racing. So this is Harry Gant in the Busch series. This is an Ed Whitaker owned car. You see it is a Buick. A little bit of information there on the back. Of course, I'm collecting a lot of these particular cars as I come across them that he ran during his career. Waddell Wilson. This is when he was crew chief for Phil Parsons and various other drivers in 1993 on Larry Hedrick's team. Eli Gold, I just seen on social media the other day where Eli is battling some health problems and probably won't be covering any Alabama football games this year. Of course, after he left MRN and NASCAR broadcasting, he focused his time with Alabama football. Ricky Craven, this was 1992, 1993, so he would have been going for Rookie of the Year, 92 in the Busch Series, Rookie of the Year, and then 1993 had a fairly competitive season. There's one of our first runs. First run is a parallel set to the base set, Ken House. And something I've not pointed out yet, but this little splash of, I guess you could call it paint across the bottom, is done up in the colors of the driver, team, crew, etc. So I thought that was a nice subtle touch. First run at parallel. Hermie Sadler. I believe this is a rookie card of Hermie's. So he ran for team owner Don Beverly, number 25 car. How many cars can you name in this picture from 1993? You got Ken Schrader, Mark Martin on the front row. There's Hut Strickland, Jeff Gordon. This is going to be the June Pocono race because the July Pocono race, Davey Allison's team did not compete because Davey was killed in the helicopter crash between Loudon and Pocono, of course. Looks like there's a lot of other cars. I see Ricky Rudd, Kyle Petty, Ernie Irvin back there. So it's kind of blurry. It's hard to see some of them. So lot of top cars there. Got another first run. A little bit difficult to see there. Robert Presley driving the 59 Busch Series car. Don Miller, who was co-owner of Penske Racing South at the time with Roger Penske and Rusty Wallace. A little bit of info there on Mr. Miller. Troy Selberg, who was Lake Speed's crew chief at the time. I believe he was also maybe Todd Bodine's crew chief for a while on the 75 car. Nice picture, nice young Jeff Gordon there. 1993 Rookie of the Year. And our final card is Channel Lock Racing. This would have been Steve Grissom during his championship season. A little bit of information there about Steve. Go to pack number 2. Would really like to pull one of those short prints because they're nice looking cards. Up next is the Unical Race Stoppers. That's going to be kind of like the Miss Winstons or the Nextel or the Monster Energy girls that they would have at the track. Just some women that would represent the company, handle PR, marketing, etc., etc. I've seen people send these TTMs to the particular ladies, and a lot of them will sign. Donnie Wingo, crew chief for Jeff Bodine during 1993 season, later Lake Speed. Last time I knew, he worked for Front Row, but I don't know where he's at right now. We have Air Hendrick, one of the, or two of the Hendrick Motorsports planes back in 1993. On the pole, Alan Quickie. So this is going to be from 1989, when he won the pole at Charlotte, it looks like. Yeah, Charlotte Motor Speedway. Probably the fall race, because I don't remember him winning the pole for the 600. Doesn't really say anything about it. But Alan Quickie from 1989. AC Delco Racing. This is Kenny Schrader's Busch Series team. He always had very competitive equipment in many different classes of NASCAR. Sears Point, Mark Martin leading Wally Dallenbach Jr. in one of my favorite paint schemes. There you see Rusty Wallace. I see Rick Wilson back there, Kenny Wallace, Jimmy Spencer, and Ted Musgrave in the background. Not sure who that car is. Well, that may be a line. Thought that might have been a roof line, but Bobby Hillen drove for Junie Donlovey in 1993 and the first three races in 1994 before they parted ways, sponsored by the now defunct Heilig Myers Furniture Company. They ran a teal-colored car with kind of a reddish, maroon, cranberry-colored numbers. It definitely stuck out from the crowd. Bobby Labonte was runner-up for Rookie of the Year 1993, driving Bill Davis's Maxwell House Fords. Here's another first run, Lake Speed, Purex Ford. But if you go back and look at a lot of the pictures from 1993, the Purex logos weren't on the car. They had the colors. And I do think this color is very similar to the Wins color that he ran back in 87 and 88. Robestus Racing. So it's going to be the Stavola Brothers car there that Sterling Marlin drove in 1993. And there you see Jeffrey Bodine. I think it was weird that Sterling's car, being a Ford, they didn't run the little headlights like the other teams did. Sterling only had one top 5 in 1993, and I believe it was second at Daytona in the Pepsi 400. Though he did lead the most laps, I think, at New Hampshire. There's one race in the middle of the year that he dominated, but had problems. Tom Peck was driving for Levin Racing in 1993. He would start in 1994 driving the Channel Lock car for Steve Grissom's team, but would be released. A little bit of information about Tom Peck. And ironically, we talk about the Channel Lock car. There it is once again with Steve Grissom. So one of the things that I liked about the Traks set is that it did offer some, more, I don't want to call them harder to find drivers, but some of the lesser known drivers and more unique cars that would basically be overlooked today. I mean, I think the Tom Peck card, I'm trying to think of an equivalent. I mean, yeah, they do put Vinnie Miller and Mike Harmon and B.J. McLeod now and some of the other drivers in the sets, but I thought it was really nice. If you go back to like 91, 92, 93 Max, that's where you get really buried into the deep into the Busch Series field, because I remember drivers like Lonnie Rush Jr. and Joe Thurman and a few others having cards that they weren't really top tier or even mid-pack drivers. These were back of the pack drivers. Not disparaging them in any way, shape, or form, but it was just all they, all their equipment had. So I think it was pretty cool that those older cards did have some of those drivers that really, in the long run, didn't have a lot of cards. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Come back and see us tomorrow. Always try to have something new for you guys every day. If it's a rip, if it's, a set, if it's something different. Like to just keep the things rolling here and have something fresh for you every day. So thanks again for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, and we will see you tomorrow.